Doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If you switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments. Ready to treat your HIV in a different way? Ask your doctor about every other month Cabenuva. With every other month Cabenuva,
I'm good to go.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
2 murders within 24 hours and only blocks away from one another. We're live in Azusa this morning with reaction from a victim's mother. Is this Southern California's most famous mountain lion? The frightening close encounter for one man and his dog. And it's heart-stopping video. 2 cars colliding head-on in the night, where it happened and how the drivers are doing this morning. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Giovanna Lotta. Philip is off. A string of violence plaguing the city of Azusa, a teenager dead after a shooting, and it comes just one day after another deadly shooting happened just blocks away. Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz is live in Azusa with more. Irene.
Giovanna, we spoke to the family of the victim, and they tell us it was a 16-year-old shot and killed. And neighbors we spoke to just a few minutes ago tell us it was his younger brother who was also shot and hospitalized. They say they don't even live on this street. They had been walking on this very sidewalk just to visit their grandmother at her apartment complex.
Violent murders back-to-back in an Azusa neighborhood. The most recent shooting happening Tuesday around 3:30 p.m. A teenager was shot and killed on Donna Beth Avenue and Renwick Road.
It's very sad, very sad.
People die out here, you know. Gangs are kind of alive. You see it in the tagging, and, you know, it's rough.
The mother of the victim didn't want to speak to us on camera, but says her son, 16-year-old Alexander Padilla, was shot. She adds he was not a gang member. Investigators have not officially released the victim's identity. Another person was shot in the chest but is in stable condition. We spoke to a neighbor who says he's worried about his kid's safety.
Gunshots or, you know, drive-bys. There's a lot of tagging around here. There's a couple of shootings that have happened around this area here.
In a different incident on Monday, authorities say a man was shot while driving, then crashed into a pickup truck. The car was going 50 miles per hour when it slammed into the parked vehicle.
I just heard a really loud crash. I said, that was too loud. I went out front and saw what I saw and saw the car on fire. My neighbor helped put it out, and that's about it.
The victim died at the hospital. He was between 18 and 25 years old. It happened around 10 a.m. on the 17700 block of Newburgh Street. No one else was hurt.
And there are still many questions that LA County Sheriff's investigators have, like what led up to the shooting, who was involved, and if these cases are potentially related. Live in Azusa, Irene Cruz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Irene, thank you. An update now on a story we first brought you yesterday. An Inglewood man due in court today, arrested for the death of his 1-year-old daughter. Leilani Dream Burley was found in shallow waters beneath the Ocean Boulevard Bridge in Long Beach. Police say she was reported missing Sunday. The baby's family says her father, Javion Burley, picked up his 2 children from their mother in Long Beach, but he only showed up to his home with 1 child. Burley was arrested for murder and child endangerment.
I don't understand. Why would he do this to my daughter? I don't understand. How can a father do this to their own child?
The girl's mother says Burley normally picks up both of their children on Sunday nights and returns them on Wednesdays. She says he was angry when he picked them up, but didn't do anything to suggest he would hurt either one of them. A frightening encounter for a Hollywood Hills man and his dog. The man thinks he came face to face with Southern California's most famous mountain lion. Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera is following that story this morning and joins us in studio. Tony, so what's the answer?
Oh my goodness, frightening indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good word to describe this, right? Okay, so we haven't heard if it was in fact P22, but it sure looked like him, and it happened in an area where he's been known to roam, the Hollywood Hills.
It was a terrifying encounter for the homeowner who had just pulled into his garage after getting home from work. He let his dog out, not knowing what was lurking in the darkness.
She stepped down onto the driveway
and then kind of took off out into the street, which she doesn't normally do.
He yelled at her to come back, and as he stepped out onto the driveway, he saw what she was up against.
And she was basically face to face with P22, which was terrifying. And I was looking at it, I was like, is that a dog? What is that? It kind of took me a second to realize it was a lion.
He says the two animals weren't being aggressive. They were just staring at each other. That's when he did what experts recommend doing when coming in contact with animals like this.
So I came out into the driveway and lifted my arms up, tried to make myself as big as possible, and made as much noise as I could, thinking maybe I could startle and scare the cat away. But it just kind of looked at me and didn't do anything.
So he says he yelled for his dog to come back into the garage, although she did hesitate.
Obviously, any movements could have gotten her killed, basically, but she listened and she ran in behind me. So I grabbed her by the collar and we shut the garage door so that I could, so that we could wait for P22 to leave.
He says the encounter had him shaking for about 20 minutes, thinking about what could have happened.
My dog's about 70 pounds, so they at least, she came out like a guard dog, and she's a pit mix. So she was protecting me, but then also listened and came and did what I told her to in the face of danger, which, thank God, because, had it been a small little lap dog, I think it might have been a very different story.
And just 2 weeks ago, wildlife experts confirmed that P22 attacked and killed a Chihuahua on a leash near the Hollywood Reservoir. But Giovanna, they say these types of attacks are pretty rare.
Yeah, but still keep an eye on your dogs. Thank you, Tony. New this morning, incredible dash camera video shows the moment a wrong-way driver plowed into another car. This happened on Highway 18 near Lower Waterman Canyon just before 10:30 last night. We're told at least 2 people were transported to the hospital with serious injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And take a look at this super dense foggy patch that socked in a portion of the 405 freeway in Van Nuys. The fog did affect visibility this morning just in that little spot as people made their way through the Sepulveda Basin. Let's get a check on the cooler conditions right now with Brianna Ruffalo. Hey, Brianna.
Yeah, good morning. I know it has been so cool outside, and that's going to continue on too. We have temperatures that are below average through the rest of the week, and really what's happening with this system is kind of exactly what we were talking about yesterday. Very, very scattered showers, most of them pretty light and favoring some of the southern and the eastern communities. So down into the Orange County area and then down into some areas of San Diego County too. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD. Not a whole lot happening. You see the last of that kind of traveling through the southern communities there. And then as we head into the rest of the day, we'll continue to dry out. But just a little shower to the east of Temecula there in the hills and then down near Fallbrook as well. Overnight tonight, temperatures are going to drop, so it is going to get a little colder. We do have a freeze watch that's in place for Oakview and for Ojai. So we're going to see some temperatures get below freezing. I know it's already been so cold out there in the morning hours. That is going to drop tonight, and then temperatures are going to remain pretty cool here in the afternoons. We won't see too many changes in terms of that, but we're just at 49 degrees in Santa Clarita. Still partly cloudy outside, and it's feeling chilly. We have more rain in the forecast, though, and this next system over the weekend's looking a little more impressive. So we'll be talking about that coming up in just a little bit. Giovanna, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, we'll see you then. Thank you. The LA City Clerk has approved a recall petition against embattled City Council member Kevin DeLeon. Organizers must collect 20,000 signatures from registered voters in District 14 before March 31st. DeLeon has faced calls to resign over his role in a leaked conversation that included racist comments. He has said he won't step down and hasn't attended a council meeting since early October. 5 people sent to the hospital after a fentanyl overdose. Now the FDA is looking to take